this is overwhelming for all of us. Good afternoon, good more earnings, everybody. Can I hear a scream from the audience, from all of you? Let's have some high energy. 1, 2, 3, go! Wonderful. I'm so glad to be here. As you notice, this is just the first year anniversary of Prive International. We are breaking records. To be here and to witness the first anniversary is truly life-changing. I remember September 9th, 2021, when my sister Gloria introduced to me the iTeracare first thing in the morning. She said, brother, you gotta check this out. Because why? Faces that drops, goes back, and it starts to work well. And I said, oh my gosh, I wanna check this out. Watch the videos. I followed Noor Rashid's Zoom for at least 10 of his meetings. And remember, he does not record his Zoom meetings, correct? So I followed him, and I fell so in love with this device called iTeracare. The first person that I think it was God who allowed me to really fall in love, the first testimony was my dad. It is called energy. And if we look at our physical bodies, we look at our cells, the microcosm, and go beyond it, we see in the atoms, dig deeper within the atoms, we see only two things. And science found only two things inside or beyond the atom. It is called wave or particles. If you go beyond the wave and particle, you might be closer to the source. And so, everything vibrates. Every single thing in the universe vibrates. My voice is carried by the sound through vibration. My feelings, every single cell vibrates. If we understand this colossal understanding, will begin to change how we do things and approach things. The manner of understanding changes the way we do things. Let me show you what Ernst Claddy has to say about vibration. He is a musician and a physicist. He discovered the Chladni plate. With a tone or a tune, he is able to create different symmetrical forms using frequencies. As you can see, every frequency can create different symmetrical forms. What is your favorite? As you can see, 4173, 422, 4280, 444 is amazing. Every frequency vibrates and creates and affect the physical matter. Isn't that amazing? Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you gotta think in terms of what? Can you say it louder? In terms of what? 3 things: energy, frequency, and vibration. He's true. And again, this guy is misunderstood. And in fact, most of the technology today that we are experiencing and we are advancing, using to advance humanity, if we look back, most of it was from Nikola Tesla. But he's not recognized because his level of consciousness is way advanced during his time. Now, let me elaborate about your consciousness. What are you conscious? What is that you see beyond the physical things? A lot of you can agree with me that sometimes when you begin to understand something that is not within the norm, most of the time, people will misunderstood you. When energy healing came to humanity, other groups started to say against energy healing. They said it's cult, it's not effective, it's wrong. All right? 10, 20 years ago, energy medicine is not well accepted compared to today. Would you agree with me? I know, because 12 years ago, we started using a pendant that has an energy. I started doing a demonstration. And people were saying, it's just mind over matter. It's not going to work. But guess what? That tiny pendant with energy was able to help a lot of sick people. People who were paralyzed started to stand, frozen shoulder begins to work better. People with problems with inflammation, it worked well. That was 12 years ago. But when it started, people talked about it. They said it's cult, new age, and it's not the way you should do things. Because what we know, if you have a problem, you got to take something. Things change. Today, we take it even higher. You're not just going to wear it, you're going to start blowing it. You agree with me that even your thoughts and feelings are frequency and vibration. Our speakers thought about mindset and belief. And the very reason why they want you to have the proper mindset and belief, because every belief has a frequency. Every thought has a frequency. What you think, you shall become. What you feel, you attract. What you say, you get. What you believe, you act. And what you act, you will begin to create. That's the process of creation. But where should it start? It starts in your thoughts. So if you truly want to make a difference and reach to the stars of your dreams, it shouldn't start from here. It should start from here. Because the senses can be influenced by different things. Your hearing, your feeling, your sensation, the sound, the sight. And most of us, we are affected by our senses. I don't have money. I am poor. I cannot do it. I'm so big. I'm not like you. These are the thoughts of people who don't understand that their thoughts affect their lives. If we truly want to be successful, you got to change what you're thinking. You got to start saying, I am successful. I am rich. I am strong. I am great. This thought starts to vibrate. It starts to induce a feeling, and the feeling will start to resonate. And the feeling that you resonate, the entire surrounding, the environment, the universe, the physical things starts to magnetize to the same frequency that you are feeling. So if you're feeling rich right now, you're going to have more rich things that will happen in your life. If you're feeling strong right now, even though your body is weak, but since you understand it's all about feelings and thoughts, don't worry. It's going to come. It's going to come. It's going to come. So therefore, success is here and here. Are you ready? This blows me away. Every emotion, every feeling has a frequency. The highest is enlightenment. I'm sure you've seen this. The lowest is shame, 20. 700 plus enlightenment. But as you can see, it is divided into two. We call this the higher vibration and the lower vibration, which is shame, guilt, apathy, fear, anger, pride. If you're working with this below the vibration, you start to affect, you start to attract. If you start feeling shame all the time, anger, a lot of things, you will attract to give you more anger and give you more shame. This is science. But if you start feeling love, joy, peace, success, riches, according to science, all of these things you will start to attract. You will attract people that are joyful also. You will attract people who are rich also. That's why they say like attracts like. Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. The 5 most important friends that you're with, most likely that's the same income that you have. You agree with me? If you want to be rich, go with rich people, joyful people, happy people. You give a hand for that. Dr. Joe Dispenza, he said, it is scientifically proven that the body can heal by thought alone. If you're physically sick right now, your mind can alter the cells in your body and you can be healed by thought alone. But there's more. What if you can think it and you can also increase it by using technology? What if we can bring back the ancient ways of healing the body? Thousands of years ago, they have what we call the medicine man, the shamans, the doctors, the priests. During those days, they were called witch doctors because they used plants and energy to heal their communities. Thousands of years ago, you cannot hear anyone that has diabetes. None. Not in any historic books that you can find someone died because of cancer. This is not heard thousands of years ago. Today, it is so common. In fact, we have the latest cancer. We call it turbo cancer. What is turbo cancer? In a matter of months, you're already in stage 4. No more time. You're gone so fast. What is going on in our times compared to the ancient times? Let me show you something amazing right here. Thomas Goodwin, together with NASA, they were able to discover that certain electromagnetic frequency and vibration can influence cells and gene proliferation. In other words, frequencies can alter the cells either in a good state or a bad state. But during this time, NASA in 2003 has found a certain frequency that increases the production of good cells. During those days, they cannot accept it as the mainstream because, of course, this will change the way health industries do things. They have concluded that resonance creates vibration. Vibration creates regeneration of cells and increase of cellular energy. You've seen this. This is what resonance can do. Same frequency creates vibration. 440 match with 440, it creates vibration. Same way with a glass of wine. You pitch the glass's frequency, you pitch it, the glass can shatter through sound. Resonance is the future of healing. Vibration is the future of healing the physical body. That's why the terahertz, this is called the wave of life. Because in 1980s, when American scientists discovered this, they were stunned because the terahertz frequency is the same as the frequency of a human cell. Once you switch it on, the cells will start to feel good. I feel good. No wonder Bruce Lipton said that every cell in your body is a battery. We are made of trillions of mini batteries called cells. Vibrational medicine is the future of medicine. You know that Albert Einstein said this 80 years ago. This guy can see the future. He said that the future of medicine is frequency. Watch the video.
So we searched the U.S. patent database, and we find this invention by a physician, Dr. James Bear of Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's called a resonant frequency therapy device, and its purpose is to induce a resonant vibration in a living organism or cell. Over the course of 15 months, we try hundreds and hundreds of frequencies, if not thousands, until we find the magic combination. It's what we musicians would call the 11th harmonic. When we add the 11th harmonic, we begin to shatter microorganisms like a crystal glass. We showed these videos to our friends in the biology department. They said they hadn't seen anything quite like it. It seems to be a new phenomenon. These organisms are being shattered by our electronic signals. We now know that cancer is vulnerable between the frequencies of 100,000 hertz and 300,000 hertz. Leukemia cell number 1 tries to grow a copy of itself, but the new cell is shattered into dozens of fragments and scattered across the slide. Leukemia cell number 2 then hyperinflates and also dies. Leukemia cell number 3 then tries to make another cancer cell. The new cell is shattered and the original cell dies.
I think this video deserves a round of applause. Why am I showing you this video? This is not pertaining about the iTeracare or the terahertz. This is showing you that resonance can affect microorganisms, cancer cells, and cells in the body. Now, the terahertz. Let's give a laugh. This terahertz is just sweeping the world. Correct? Wave of life, light of life, and even Chinese scientists call this divine. Oh, what a divine frequency. Now, this is the frequency of terahertz. It's way beyond what you saw in the video. But the principles are the same. When you switch on the iTeracare, in that same manner of frequency, somewhere between 100 to 10 terahertz, the cells begins to feel good. That's why in 2004, the US government said that this terahertz technology will change the future of our world. True. You've heard from the scientist, and I love it. When I saw his video, he said, no, we are love, we are light of love, and we spread love, and Dashang is all about love. It's all about gift of love to the world. True. Because this is a discovery that will shape and change our perspective about technology and health. Now, terahertz is not electron nor photon. It's not microwave. It's not light wave. It is in between. If you look at the spectrum, we've got radio frequency, microwave, and if you look on the other side, from the infrared up to the gamma ray, it's neither of that. It is in between. It is like the purgatory between heaven and hell, which is man in between those two worlds. That's why it is a human frequency, because it's in between those two frequencies. Nothing comes by accident, correct? Let's give a hand to terahertz. Now let's go. Let me show you a very powerful result. This was done by a distributor. Now, as you can see, this Kirlian camera is able to capture the energy levels in every energy centers. They call it chakras. Now, the idea is the more the energy centers are aligned, the better the healing capacity of the body. Now, before the iTeracare, as you can see, there is just 75% of this guy's energy alignment. It's pretty much disaligned. Have you noticed that? In just 15 minutes of blowing, almost 100%, from 75, it shot up to 92% of energy alignment. Meaning, in 15 minutes, the body can start healing. Come on. Come on. Come on. 15 minutes. Let's go to testimonies. Whew. This is a friend of ours. A distributor went to her place and started sharing the iTeracare. This is her condition. She is suffering from immense pain on her body, her back, and her knees. And in fact, every time they, what do you call this, extract liquid from her knees, it is almost a cup, half a cup of that liquid. In other words, is in pain, suffering for 4 years. He has taken medicine and supplements. And luckily an angel came with iTeracare. Started using it, and after 10 days, I was there, she started walking. If you notice, every time she sits down, sleep, she screams because of pain. That's how terrible. You suffering for 4 years is not a joke. But iTeracare changed her life. And today, she is an active distributor. Active. It changed her life. Whoa. We've got hair color and growth.
Before we go ahead, don't forget to click the subscribe button on my channel.